Hello there and welcome to Bowls 360. I'm your host Simon Olden and welcome to today's coverage of the Australian Open 2025. It is day 11. A lot of events and a lot of players happening today. We have the completion of the men's and women's pair. Well, not the completion of it, but we had their knockout. It's getting to the pointy end of that competition, so we'll have a look and see who's made the final there. We have the over 60s pairs sectional for both the men and the women. We'll know which of our Western Australian competitors have made it through to the knockout stages there. And we also have the Kelvin Rogers in the vision impaired singles knockout that was played today as well. Without any further ado, let's go across and look at the results. So we have, not that one, we have this one. So this is the men's. We'll go to the over 60s sectional play first. We'll go to the men's there in section 80. It is Lindsay Atkins and Bruce Edwards. Looks like they won their first game there 17-16. Game 2 they had a narrow loss 18-19. Game 3 they were 20-14 winners, so 2 games to 1 there with a +6. Let's see how that finishing second. Oh wow, look at that. Well, blow me down. I haven't looked at the final round 3 scores. We're seeing this for the first time with me, and look at that. First and second, 3 played, 2-1, both +6, both 55-49 +6, both with exactly the same percentage. So I can only assume that they have had a bowl off to get through to win the section. I don't know how that takes place at the Australian Open. That's interesting. I wish I'd looked that up before I'd come on air, but I might have an update on that for tomorrow. But Section 80 looks like it's been decided by bowl off, and our guys, unfortunately, looks like they didn't win it. So they will finish second on +6. Remember, there were 16 lucky losers in the men's over 60s sectional pairs out of 112 sections, so I don't think +6, 2 wins and +6 is going to get the job done. So that may see the end of Lindsay and Bruce. But if anyone has any further information on how that went down, that would be very, very interesting. Where was it at? Club Rabina. So anyone from Club Rabina, unfortunately my chat is currently disabled. I'm not sure why. I've tried to look into that and I don't know why it's disabled. But if anyone's watching and knows me on Messenger or on the phone, then please let me know. That would be of great interest. Alright, let's move on. Let's go to section 83. Section 83 is John Holly and Keith Dunlop. They went down. Oh, there's Sam Perica and Alex Greiter as well. Sam and Alex winning 29-5 against our fellow Western Australians. You could have taken it a bit easier on them, guys. In game 2, Sam and Alex winning 14-12. John and Keith going down 8-21. And in game 3, John and Keith going down again 5-39. Whoa, they've had a tough day. And Alex and Sam, unfortunately, going down as well, 13-18. So they're also sitting on 2 wins, sitting in second spot. But +21, I reckon that'll go pretty close to going through. So 2 wins +21 may see them qualify. We shall see. Section 85, Musgrave Hill. It's Shane Smith from WA. He was originally with Bruce Crawford. There's obviously been a late change there. Obviously not being able to make it. Shane Smith getting a last minute replacement then. Ronnie Maloney losing their first game 11-16. Game 2 they went down 7-18. And their third game also going down 11-19. So obviously not a good replacement there for Shane. Not winning a game, finishing in 4th spot. Section 85, that was 85. Section 86 is Alan Murray. He's teamed up with a New South Wales guy, Philip Rolfe. Alan going down in the first game 7-20, 8-23 in the second game, and winning the last 18-15, but 1 win won't get the job done. Does finish in 3rd spot, but won't see any more action there. 87 is Les Pearce and Paul Rosaire, 14-13 winners in their first game. Oh, big loss there in their second, 5-22. We need a miracle to get through here. Nearly got it by the looks of that, 26-9 winners in their third game. That should get them positive shots. Yeah, only +1. So 2 wins and +1. Don't think we'll go through to the knockout stages there. Section 88 is our next section. That is Kimberly Thompson, Jeff Myers, 32-9. Nice start to the day there for that team. 18-11 in the second game. 13 all in their last. So 2 wins and a draw. No matter what happens, they'll get through. They won their section anyway. 2 wins and a draw. We'll see. Well, not even the team that drew with won 2 games. So winning their section, well done to Kim and Jeff on winning that. They'll see some knockout action. Section 89 is Jeff Turner, George Vasiliou. 17-13 there in round 1. 17-9 winners again in round 2. And 11-16 small losers there. 2 wins. What are their shots? +7, second on the ladder. Yeah, I don't think +7 will get the job done for them. We'll find out in a minute when we look at the knockout games. Section 99, Bean Lee. Where are we here? Leslie Brooke and Peter Brooke, obviously relatives. 9-21 in their first game. 13-14 in their second. And 21-8 in their third. I'm guessing, being the over 60s, it's not father-son, so they're probably brothers or brother-in-law. But they finished the day with 1 win in third spot on the ladder. Section 101 is Brian Whitehead. He's teamed up with Chris Walker from Queensland. 28-13. It's a nice start to the day for Brian. 23-9, a good second round. 23-17, untroubled. Oh, we had another WA side. I missed them. So we know that they won all 3. Anthony Williams, Brian Ether as well. 13-18 in their first. 9-18 in their second. And we know we lost the last 17-13. So we've got the bookends there. We've got the front end and the back end of that. But Chris and our WA guy Brian will be progressing in that section. And finally we go to section 111. Unlucky if you're an Englishman. Max Young and Tony Percival. 10-17 in game 1. 10-17 in game 2. 10-17 in game 3. You're kidding? You couldn't write it, could you? They lost all 3 games 10-17. That is absolutely amazing. Today's just been a game of amazing results, hasn't it? 3 losses though, unfortunately, for Max and Tony. They finish in 4th spot. So if we go to their knockout games, let's see who men's over 60 pairs knockout hasn't been published yet. Yeah, that's great. So we don't know who's progressed there in that stage, but keep an eye out for my Google Sheets. If you're unaware of the Google Sheets, there is a link on the Bowls 360 site. You'll see the web address there at the bottom. If you go to bowls360.com.au, I maintain a Google Sheets throughout the day with all the results, and probably in the next half an hour or so, we'll see who the qualifiers are for the men's over 60s, and we'll see who they're playing in their knockout stages. I think tomorrow, but not 100% sure. I'll put all that information on the sheet. All right, let's cross to the ladies. The ladies started and finished their sectional play today, and we start at section 9 for them. And that is Leanne Hitchcock, Lorraine King, 10-24 in round 1, 7-23 in round 2, and 10-20 in round 3. So unfortunately 3 losses there for Leanne and Lorraine. We'll finish them in 4th spot on the ladder. Section 12 at Mudgery Bar, Robin Tilbrook, Carol Rowe, 9-20 in their first game, 12-23 in their second game, and playing for honour, unfortunately not winning that, 7-26. So another 3 games, three losses there, unfortunately, for our WA ladies. Still at Mudgery Bar, section 13, Robin Milan, Irene Leahy, 21-21 in their first game. If they can win their next 2, what do we have? What do we have here for lucky losers? 46 sections. 46, got to get up to 64. That means there's 18 lucky losers. 18 lucky losers is at what's that, about 40%. So you're probably looking at 2 wins plus 10 to get through, around about that area. At a guess, 24-15 winning their second. They win the last, they're probably through. Sadly went down 13-25, so they had one of each, finishing in second spot, but one win and a draw will not get the job done for them, unfortunately. 16, we go to Nerang. Kerry White, Beverly Davidson, 14-12 in their first game, 15-20 small losers in their second game, and 11-17 another small loss there, but with only one win they finish in third spot. They won't progress. 19, we head over to Paradise Point. We have Judith Giddings, Jane Lewis, 9-18 in their first game, 14-21 in their second game, and 11-19 in their last. So 3 games and 3 losses again for them today. Section 24, still at Paradise Point. Mandy West and Yvonne Trotter. That's a sorry start to the day. 4-22, bit of ground to make up there. 19-16, they did have a win in their second game. Can they finish strong? 19-11, so 2 wins, but their shots are going to kill them. Yeah, 2 wins, a loss, -7. That looks like a dominant team there. 53 shots. That's an average winning margin of 18 or something. So that's pretty strong by that duo. Our ladies finishing second, but 2 shots -7 won't get the job done for them. Section 29 at Tugun. It's a strong pair, isn't it? Linda Warburton and Lisa Featherby, 33-6 in game 1, 32-5 in game 2, and 19-8 in game 3. 3 solid wins, as we'd expect. Plus 65, that's even more than the last team. So we know the strength of Linda and Lisa. They're a very good pairs combination. So they're right in this up to their ears. Plus 65, it's a 22 average winning margin for them. So well done to Linda and Lisa. Section 30, still at Tugun. Audrey Bailey, Sharon Warner, 27-10 in their opening game, 28-12 in their round 2, and 24-7 in game 3. So lovely, another 3 wins there for our Western Australian ladies. Plus 50, another very, very good day for our Western Australian side. 32's Ann Wilson, Gail Murphy, 19-28. That's a high scoring game, unfortunately the wrong end of it. 10-18 in game 2. And 17, finished with a win. No, it didn't finish with a win. 17-19, so sadly 3 losses for Anne and Gail today. Section 34 is Marlene Hastings, Susan Watkins, 12-18 for them round 1, 13-31 in game 2, and 7-22 in game 3. So they went through today unwinned. Is that a word? Unwinned? It is now. So sadly, yeah, no wins for them. Section 36 is Patricia Turnbull O'Neill with Nola Chataway, 21-14 winning the first game today. 14-15, a small loss. Can they bring it home with a big win? 16 all, a draw. So again, they've got one of each. They finished second, but 1 win won't get the job done. They need 2 wins really to progress as a lucky loser. So I suspect they won't be seeing any more action. 37 is Sue Brown and Kerry Hudson, 10-17, losing their first game. 22-7, that's a good, that'll give them some positive shots. And 21-9, that's 2 good wins and 2 good shots, I think, for them. They finished second, but 2 wins plus 20, just shy of winning the section. 2 wins plus 25 for the winners, but 2 wins plus 20, I reckon that'll get the job done for them. So I reckon they're going to be playing on for Sue and Kerry. Well done to you ladies. We don't know yet, of course, for sure, but I suspect they will. Tracy Driscoll, Karen McKinley, 6-25 in their first game. 15-18 in their second, they pushed them all the way. And 15 all in their last. They get a point out of the day. A draw at least, but they still finish in 4th spot on the ladder, unfortunately for them. Section 39 is Wendy Flack and Maggie Newton. That's a good pair. Unfortunately went down in their first 14-21. 21-11, came back strong in their second. And another good win there, 23-12 in their third. They finished second plus 14. I reckon that'll be right on the edge. So they'll be sitting in a pub somewhere having a drink, refreshing every 5 seconds for their knockout draw to see if they've made it or not. Section 42 is Ann Waters, Julie Davison. Ann and Julie winning 22-12 this morning, 20-7 after lunch, and finishing with a win, 21-6. Excellent. That's 3 wins for them, plus 38. They will be seeing some knockout action, whatever day that is. Section 45 is Valerie Turner, Marie Urin, 6-25. 14-23 in game 2, and 2-39 ouch on their game 3. Looking for the bar obviously near the end of that game, and no wins will see them finishing 4th spot on the ladder. Section 46, Jennifer Parker, Denise Kelly. That's a strong WA combination there. 25-15 in their first, 22-14. Oh, they've got a double banger here. Lynette Coleman and Karen Gaglia. That's a good combination too. 31-7 for their round 1. So round 2 they played each other. 22-14 to Jenny and Denise. If they both win the last, I reckon they'll both be through. Yeah, 27-7 to Jenny and Denise. They're undefeated. And our other team, Lynette and Karen, winning 17-11. So they finish 1-2. And plus 22 for Lynette and Karen. I reckon that'll be enough to get through, but Jenny and Denise automatic qualifiers. So that brings us to the end of our women's over 60s. Let's see if their knockout, see if the men's has been updated. Still nothing there. Let's see if the women's has been updated. The women's over 60s knockout, that's through. I wonder why the men's isn't through. Let's do a search on WA. So as I thought, Lynette and Karen did get through. They play Kiko and Midori. Oh, Midori. Now that's a... Ooh, I might have a Japanese slipper. That's inspired me to have a Japanese slipper tonight. A bit of Midori. Not her juices, but the alcohol variety. Who's next? Linda and Lisa, our strong combo there, playing Jenny and Helen Clough. Audrey and Sharon, they get through. Yeah, I think they finished second, didn't they, in their section? So they've got through. That's excellent. Playing Joy Young and Susan O'Connell. When is this? This is tomorrow morning. So first up tomorrow is when our teams are playing tomorrow, over 60s. Sue and Kerry are playing Joan Mitchellmore, Shirley Beer. Oh, what is this alcohol? It's full of alcohol players in the ladies. And Waters, well there you go. That's what you have after a long session of beer and Midori. You have some water. And Waters, Julie Davison playing Pamela Edmonds, Sandra Wallace. Jenny and Denise are playing Fiona Frew and Kim Rowlands, overseas travellers from New Zealand. And we go back to the start. So they're our qualifiers. Maybe that means plus 14 may not have been enough. So I don't know what the cut-off there was for them. Let's refresh the over 60s. No, still nothing there. So let's move across to the open pairs. And today saw some round 5 action. Our team of Blake Butler, Callum Unbirdie, unfortunately going down to Jacob and Kane Nelson. They are brothers in Queensland, very highly rated. Unfortunately going down 11-19 there. We'll move to the quarterfinals and go through all the results. The Nelsons beating Ryan Best at 20-13. Lee Schreiner and Ray Pearce progressing 22-6. Corey Wedlock, Gary Kelly getting through 18-8. And Nick Carl Healy 26-12. They are 4 very, very good pairs. So the men's Australian Open pairs is going to be very, very exciting. Let's move to the semi-finals, as I think they were played today as well. They were. So we're going to see the brothers Jacob and Kane Nelson 18-16 beating Ray Pearce and Lee Schreiner, and Corey Wedlock, Gary Kelly 17-13 winners over Nick Carl Healy. So the final will be Jacob and Kane Nelson playing Corey Wedlock and Gary Kelly on Thursday at 9:30 our time. Now they did say on the coverage today that I think 7 Plus is going to be hosting some of the finals. I suspect the pairs and the singles on Thursday and Friday, and I think the Bowls WA YouTube channel will cover some of the other games. There's some 4s on there. There's some of the multi-disability vision impaired games. There's a few different events on the Bowls WA YouTube channel, so keep an eye open for that if you want to watch some bowls. Doesn't look like too many West Australians in it at the moment, but you never know. We'll see what happens in the women's pairs. In the women's pairs we have Christina Christic and Alan Fife playing. What's going on there? Tuesday. Alright, so that's that. Their first round of knockout was today, was it? Let's move across. Yes, it was. So that first round was today. So that was 23-9. Chrissy winning that. We also had Lara Butler and Olivia Cartwright. And where are they? At the other end, of course. There we go. Winning this morning as well, 19-12. Well done to them. So we've still got the WA ladies alive in round 2. Chrissy and Alan winning 18-7. And Lara and Olivia unfortunately going down in game 2 today, 12-20. And in round 3, unfortunately Chrissy went down there as well, 9-18 to Emma Boyd and Olivia Bloomfield from Queensland. So unfortunately we're out of the ladies pairs. Let's have a look at the women's pairs quarterfinals though. We'll get to the finalist tomorrow, and I suspect the final will be on Friday. Yes, that's right. I think the women's pairs and the men's singles will be on Friday, and the women's singles and men's pairs will be on Thursday. That will be on Channel 7 Plus, so I hear. So free to watch for people. Let's see who's still going. The Chrissy's beaters, Olivia and Emma, will be playing Selena Goddard and Chloe Stewart. Dawn Heyman, Jamie Lee Worsnott will play Cassandra Miller, Kylie Levis. A Malaysian team, I'm not even going to try and attempt those names, playing another Malaysian team. So we're going to have a Malaysian team in the semi-finals, and apparently good friends, Lindsay Clark, Kelsey Cottrell. I do really hate that when people say that, but I know these guys are good friends. Leanne Chinnery and Kelly McCarrion in the other quarter-final there. Finally, let's go to Kelvin Rogers. He played today in the knockout of the Vision Impaired Open Singles, and he unfortunately went down 17-21 to Dallas Harding from Bargara in Queensland. So Kelvin is out of the Vision Impaired Singles. The other game to look out for tomorrow is the men's fours quarterfinal. Some of that was being played today, or in fact all of it was played today, except for our Western Australian team. That is being played at 9:45 a.m. our time tomorrow. So keep your eye on the results for that. But for the other games, Ali Forsyth and his very strong winning 19-7. Thor Shannon beating W. Emerson 18-9, and D. Hay playing S. Denton 13-10. I tell you what, there's not a lot of big names left in the fours event. It's probably the most open and the most likely that you're going to see some upsets in the fours events. The strong combination of Ali Forsyth, Aaron Wilson, Sean Ingham and Wayne Turley. They're obviously the strong side left. They'd be short price favourites to go through, but who knows with the fours. Anything can happen in fours events. Alright, so that brings us to the end of today's wrap of the Australian Open this year. Things are starting to wind down. There's not too many Western Australians left. Join me tomorrow though at about 4 p.m, same time. We'll see you here. I'll try and get the chat working, so if people want to say hello, they're more than welcome, they can. But until tomorrow, see you later. Bye for now.